a few days now. How does your body feel after 30 carries in such a long day on Saturday?
Um, I feel great. Getting ready for BC now. South Florida game behind me, and my body actually feels great. I've been taking good care of it, and 'cause I take a lot of pride in that, so I feel good.
What does it feel like Saturday night, Sunday morning? Is it hard to move, or does it just feel normal?
We had an early game, at 11:30 game, so I was able to right after the game to get a lot of treatment and to recover. So that night I wasn't too banged up. After the game I was a little banged up, but I was pretty good.
How many times did you carry in high school on average, do you know?
Most carries I probably got in high school was up to about 15.
Okay.
Yeah, the highest.
So is that the most you think you've had maybe in your career?
Yeah.
As a back, I'm sure you're not aware, like, oh, I have 25 carries at this moment, 26. But can you tell, like, man, I'm carrying the ball a lot at this point?
With me, once I get going, I think I'm going, and that's what it is. Cause the last time I took 30 carries was in the ACC championship, and it didn't even feel like I took that many carries. And after the game, 32, it didn't even feel like I took that many carries after the game. So, once I get going, I'm going. That's it.
How important is it to you? You mentioned like getting treatment right afterwards. I mean, it's a long season, and you're going to get a lot of carries. Like, how important is it to take care of your body? And do they tell you to go get treatment? Do you know that on your own? How does that work?
They'll tell us, but they won't know what's really hurting on you or nothing like that. So it'll have to be your responsibility to go and really tell them what's hurting and then what you feeling, so they could prevent something from stop hurting and stuff like that. But they'll tell you, but it's our responsibility to go in there and get treatment.
Do you take care of your body thinking not just about Boston College, but November and December? Are you kind of thinking about that the whole season?
Some of the stuff I get treatment on like stuff I feel like it'll hurt in the long run, so I prevent it from happening. So yeah, I think down the long run, like I need this to get treated on for it not to be hurting down in the stretch.
What's it like when you go back and you look at the film of a big run like that 74-yarder you had? What do you see maybe on that you're doing that maybe you don't realize in real time?
Just reacting. That's what it be all. That's what it is. Don't think, because we go out there and practice every day, and I just treat it like it's a hard Wednesday practice for Coach Fisher, and I just go out there and react, and things just happen so fast you don't even know. So I don't know. It's just all about reaction out there. That's it.
Do you see stuff on film like, wow, I made that cut, I don't know how I did that, or do you kind of?
I think all big time players, when they do a lot of stuff, they be like, somebody probably ask them, I don't know. It's just natural ability, I guess. Yeah.
Well, Saturday night, like, or in the afternoon, all that, like, for you just being around, did people come up to you and try to talk to you? Was your phone going crazy, I'm sure?
I had some family in town this week, so I stayed, and I usually stay in and spend a lot of family time with my family, because I'm a big family guy. I like spending time with my family, so I stayed in, and then I went straight home. So I was in the house.
Do you have a lot of people calling you and texting you and saying they saw you?
Yeah, I got a lot of congratulations, text messages, and calls. Yeah.
I assume you watched film of all the runs now? Was there, it's probably silly asking a guy that had 266 yards. Was there a run or two where you're like, man, I missed that cut, or I should have made that guy miss?
Yeah, it's a lot of runs on that like that, You figure I rushed for that many yards, I could have rushed for this a little bit more,
Right.
I always go and look at the runs that I didn't, like, do so well on, like, them short yardage runs and runs like that. The run I got caught on when I got pulled from the back, I didn't even know he was behind me like that. And it's runs like that. It's all about finishing in my head, finishing runs. That's it.
Did that feel like a horse collar, that one where he got you behind?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It was a horse collar.
It was, okay. The receiver blocking too, downfield, they were really clearing some holes for you. When you looked at the film, what did you kind of see?
I didn't even know Travis shot by me like that and came and got the block. But man, them guys, they making it more easy for me. And we talk about that every day in practice. And them guys really starting to block now. And they really understand like what it is to block. And last year we was young and they ain't know, but now they blocking, and it's making it easy for me, and they giving me that 1 or 2 seconds to get by and make a play. So
How much do you think it helps them knowing that on any given play, no matter where they are in the field, it could potentially be a big play or a touchdown? Do you think that motivates guys to be more committed to their blocking?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, because, when you got a big-time player in the backfield that can make plays, it'll probably do motivate players to block, and I think that's their motivation out there. And, they blocking, man. They blocking.
How do you assess the way this offense is coming along after 2 games? I know there was some things in pass protection the line given improved on, but in your opinion, how would you feel the way this offense is going? You feel comfortable, more work to be done? How would you describe it?
At this point, yeah, this is where I expect us to be at, with a new starting forward line. And, it's a lot of stuff we got to improve on, but this is where I expect us to be at. And, we just working from here. And, average getting better. The O-line starting to gel more. The defense playing great right now. So I expected us to be at this point.
One thing Coach Fisher was saying was even though BC hasn't exactly the strongest competition in Maine and Howard, they're still seeing what they do with personnel and schemes and this and that. What have you seen so far about BC and what's kind of stood out to you?
Speaking from last year, they're going to come play tough. They're going to be sound. They're going to do their assignment, do their job. And, we're going up there. So it's going to be a hostile environment. So we got to come to play. And I know they're going to do a lot of different fronts, like he said. And they're going to be moving around, doing a lot of stuff just to confuse everybody back there. And they're going to come play tough, like they always do. And they're a bunch of tough guys. And, we got to come to play.
When you talk about the stunts, are they similar or different than USF when it comes to that?
Yeah, in a certain way they is, but the way they use their players, they put them in positions to make plays off the edges and stuff like that.
Have you seen film going back of Warwick done a little bit? I mean, how similar do you think, so people want to compare to him, how similar do you think you are to him in your style?
Warwick was the guy that could cut at any point in time, and I feel like that's probably ours. I feel like I could cut at any point in time while I'm running. Ward was a great back. I always watch film on Ward, and he was good at the Falcons. I watched film on that, and just probably our patience and our running style probably could be compared.
Who are other guys that maybe you watch frequently to kind of compare your game after, or try to take little things away from?
Period, like NFL.
Yeah, period. NFL, college, anyone in the past.
Sean McCoy, I watched Reggie Bush back at USC. Jamal Charles, some running backs like that. The Malik running backs, that Le'Veon Bell running backs like that.
When you're watching them, you're just trying to enjoy what they do, or are you trying to actually take away things that they're doing on the field to try to maybe put into your game?
I try to study because you can't really running back eyes. You can't teach no running back to see stuff that they don't see, because vision is, you just gotta be blessed with it. That's how I feel, and I feel like the Lord blessed me with to have a great vision, and so I just try to study their techniques, some of their running styles. I know Le'Veon Bell, he's one of the patientest runners that I haven't seen in a while, and I just try to study things like that, being more patient, cutting off blocks tighter, how they cut, and stuff like that.